This is the Sailor Cast, brought to you by worshippers.net and Jim Burgdorf.
Greetings, everybody. Jim here. Thank you so much for joining me for today's Sailor Cast. I learned a lesson some years ago in the streets of Daytona. I had a sequence of events that taught me something that brought me to this point, and today's title, Put It in Park. Those events at the time didn't seem really that notable to me, but to begin with. But as I recall, here's the sequence for you. I recall sitting, first of all, at a four-way stop and waiting impatiently as the cars I was waiting in line, and one foot on the brake and the other hovering above the accelerator as the drivers in front of me all decided who was going to risk going across the intersection first. Well, I finally got through that, and after that came a signal light that, of course, turned red at the last opportune moment, just at the last possible second. It, too, outlasted my patience. Moments later, my impatience was again rewarded as I reached one of Daytona's drawbridges, which on cue began to slowly rise for that oncoming boat in the distance. Okay. Yeah, maybe you've been there before yourself. I think too often our approach to God and to worship is like this. We momentarily stop and have our foot on the brake, but we never actually put it in park. We're still in gear, still right there. And here's the truth for today. You simply cannot enter his rest while you're still in gear. Psalm 46:10. Be still and know that I am God, he says. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Be still and know, God says. 4th chapter of Mark's Gospel, the 39th verse says this. And he arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. And the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. Today, ponder this thought. You can't be still if you're still in gear. Yeah. So when you're going to spend time with Father, first of all, make sure you put it in park. Selah. Pause and ponder that today. Lord, help us to do that. Teach us to do that. Amen. Thank you for joining me for today's Sailor Cast. If you enjoy our little vignettes, then let us know. Tell a friend. Tell a friend about us. Pass us along. Subscribe, like, comment. And let's do this again. We'll see you next time.
Thanks for joining us for today's Sailorcast. For more info about Jim's books, music, and Sailorcast programming, visit worshippers.net.